up on the roof before you know it. But first, more people are having children later in life. And it's common these days to give birth over the age of 40. But older motherhood does give rise to lots of different challenges. And that issue is being featured on Inside Out West tonight.
Yes, in a minute we'll be hearing from one mum who is 50 and whose youngest child is younger than her grandchild. But first, Laura Jones has been looking at the figures.
Well, it's a hot topic, this, and lots of people have got some pretty strong opinions about the benefits and the disadvantages of becoming a parent later in life. But the figures are stark. The number of women having babies over the age of 45 has tripled since 2001. According to the Office of National Statistics, more than 657,000 babies were born in England and Wales in 2018, most, as you might expect, to mums aged between 25 and 35. But for the past 5 years, many more babies are being born to mums over the age of 40 than under the age of 20. Last year, nearly 29,000 mums had babies when they were 40 or over, compared to fewer than 19,000 mums who had babies when they were still teenagers themselves. Now, of course, there is no overriding reason for any of this, but the people behind these statistics say that more women participating in higher education is one reason, as is wanting to progress in a career for longer before starting a family. And of course, for many women, it's simply a case of not meeting the right person to start a family with as early as they might have hoped.
Well, joining us now is Kelly Forder, who had her third child at 50, and Uma Gordon, who is the medical director at the Bristol Fertility Clinic. Thank you so much for coming in with your husband James and baby Henry.
Henry, you look very interested in what's going on, which is nice.
Oh, sweet. First of all, Kelly, why did you decide to have another child at the age of 50?
Well, basically, it was something we didn't go into lightly. It was me and James had been together for quite a long time, and I just thought, well, he didn't have any children. Obviously, I had my children, and I thought, for me, that's it. You know, I finished with. But I just thought, as time had gone on, why not? Let's give it a whirl.
Give it a whirl.
Let's just give it. Yeah, let's.
I had my first son at 29, I think I was, and it was exhausting. How are you finding it, if I don't mind? If you don't mind me asking, at 50?
Yeah, it's okay. Well, I'm not going to lie. It's slightly tiring, but nothing, you know, in comparison to. I would say it's okay. It's fine. It's nothing. You know, it's nothing. Older women think, oh, you know, you're going to be tired. I don't feel any different. I really don't.
Sleep deprivation.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, exactly.
But why do you think we are seeing this increase in the age of women having babies?
I think some of the aspects were covered there. I think the most important thing is probably meeting the right person. Women are quite intelligent. They want a stable family. They want financial security. And therefore, by the time they start trying for baby, it could be in their late 30s. And therefore, you see more women coming beyond the age of 40 because perhaps they have started late. There is evidence out there that the average age of the woman now having the first child is 30, but it is increasing, becoming 31, 32. And many a time having a second child can become a problem. And therefore they're now coming into their late 30s, early 40s.
And what do you say to someone presenting in your clinic at the age of 50? What's your advice?
Very, very important is appropriate assessment, whether the woman is healthy, whether she is fit. Most of the clinics, and I'm also in the British Fertility Society, the national professional body executive committee, so we make it very careful. Assessment is important, that the woman is fit and healthy. Additional tests are put in place. For example, somebody below 45, we don't ask for an ECG, a mammogram, etc. But somebody who is beyond 45, we evaluate them more thoroughly. We check for diabetic screen, thyroid, all of those things before they proceed, and also appropriate information. For example, Kelly said she didn't go into it lightly. She had thorough counseling about the implications.
Okay.
We're almost out of time, but you're enjoying it.
Oh, absolutely.
And you're a nice
Amazing.
family.
Oh,
Yeah.
goodness.
How could you not? He is
He
gorgeous.
is, yeah,
Yes, you
enjoying
might hang around for a cuddle a bit
every
later.
Minute, every minute.
And he's
It's
been in the
amazing.
studio all the time without a
Very well
sound.
behaved, very
It was
well
very,
behaved.
very nice to see you all. Thank
And
you.
you can, of
you.
course, see more on Kelly's story on Inside Out West. That's here on BBC One tonight at 7:30, and it includes the moment that she had some advice from another famous older mum.
Right, I wish we